So you've heard Kingdom Hearts 3 be called a good game. You've heard it be called a bad game. But have you heard it be called a cringe game? Despite what some people think about Kingdom Hearts 3, at the end of the day, I do think it is a good game. Sure, when you really think about it, you are basically going to Disney Worlds as filler. Then after beating all of them, you find out that Sora had the power of waking this whole time. You just had to believe, which is pretty stupid. But the game is overall a fun time. I like how big and expansive the worlds are, and it is pretty awesome that your party members are not restricted to only 3 characters. The combat on release was just horrible. Combo modifiers in base Kingdom Hearts 3 were slow and clunky and just pretty bad. And I want to give an award to Magic Flash for being one of the worst finishers in any Kingdom Hearts game ever. I just don't even understand how this got by testing. Who had fun using this? Magic Flash takes everything that is already bad about base Kingdom Hearts 3 combat and turns it up to the max. The move takes 7 years off my life to start up, and once it does, the move has no impact. Honestly, playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on critical mode with the base combo modifiers makes critical a lot harder than it actually is. When doing combos in critical mode with the base combo modifiers, they take so much time to come out, you're left defenseless against any other enemies that are around you, which is usually a lot. So in mob fights, you have to be extremely careful when attacking because your combo modifiers are working against you instead of with you. But at the end of the day, I still like Kingdom Hearts 3. Hardest game to beat on critical from start to finish. But when you start approaching the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, that's when a certain character starts getting cringe. So you get Ventus back, gather most of the 7 Guardians of Light, and Kairi. You make your way to the Keyblade Graveyard, and the 13 Darknesses and 7 Guardians of Light, and Kairi, have their first face-to-face confrontation. Oh, actually the Xehanorts and the 7 Guardians of Light, and Kairi, have their first face-to-face confrontation. But then they're like, actually we're gonna go. Left the stove on at the house, lol. Fight these Heartless while we're gone, okay? Bye. It's like they were trying to recreate the 1000 Heartless fight from Kingdom Hearts 2. I mean, it literally uses the same music, but it just doesn't feel the same. Maybe that's just the Kingdom Hearts 2 bias kicking in, but I'm not gonna lie, the attraction bit at the end is kinda hype, just like in the beginning of the game in Olympus. Alright, you beat the Heartless, and then finally, the 13 Darknesses and 7 Guardians of Light, and Kairi, have their first in-person, face-to-face confrontation. Okay, they don't have a face-to-face confrontation yet. I'm sorry, I have not seen the cutscenes from the Keyblade Graveyard for a long time. The 7 Guardians of Light and Kairi run into Terra Xehanort. In case you don't know, Terra Xehanort is an old man in a young man's body. Sounds kinda sus. Basically, Xehanort was like, I need a new body with just the right amount of darkness in it. Oh, hey Terra, nice bod. Mind if I have it? No. Thanks, man. And so, Terra Xehanort was born. Terra Xehanort smacks the crap out of Ventus so hard, he goes flying, and Aqua stands there and watches this unfold. Along with every other character. They're just standing there. Ventus is just seen lying lifeless on the ground for a while, but everyone's just like... But that is not the worst part. Aqua stands right behind Terranort. That's what I'm gonna call him now. And she gasps 4 times while the camera goes back and forth to her and Ventus. But it's not over yet. Well, everyone is just standing there, Sora's like, you know what? I'm gonna do something about this. But gets totally owned by the darkness, and Terranort moves on to his next target, Kairi. But she's protected by Axel, who is then DBZ'd on, getting sent through rocks. Kairi's about to get the crap smacked out of her, but Sora comes to the rescue to... hug her? They stay there hugging awkwardly until Donald was done doing his thing. Now let me say, when I first saw this scene, I was cringing hard. It made me just straight up hate Kairi, because she is basically useless. I mean, she was useless in Kingdom Hearts 2 being captured for most of the game, but she made up for it by actually fighting in the world that never was. That was with no training, mind you. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, she was training for most of the game off-screen for the battle at the Keyblade Graveyard. But once we get there, she does nothing but be a cringe magnet, and we're not done with Kairi being the center of cringe. I guess Terranort was just dripping in darkness that a pool of darkness appeared and spawned a huge tornado of Heartless that sucked up basically everyone and killed them all. Except Sora said nope and brought everyone back to life. But even despite being brought back to life by Sora, Kairi said she's not done being cringe yet. In the Xemnas and Saïx fight, Sora arrives to help Kairi and Axel out. Roxas and Xion come back. That's pretty cool. But then Xemnas just grabs Kairi and is like, I'm the head out. For basically 3 games, Kairi is either a lifeless body or is kidnapped. And when you really think about it, what's the difference? Basically a useless character. She just stands there while Xemnas lightly holds her wrist, and she makes a horrible attempt to escape. Squirm a bit and call for Sora. The scene is so cringe. I hated it when I first saw it, and I hate it watching it here. KH3 made Kairi into such an unlikable character because she is always put in a situation that is really cringy. Fast forward a bit and the next time we see Kairi, she gets killed. Honestly, when I saw this, I was happy. Sora, not so much, and it makes sense. Sora cried when he finally found Riku after searching for him for so long. The last time he saw Riku, he was on the other side of Kingdom Hearts, then went on to look for him and the king. Fast forward to Kingdom Hearts 3 and he literally sees Kairi die right in front of him. So he's not only sad, but pretty angry too. But that doesn't excuse the fact that Kairi just sucks. It seems the only purpose Kairi serves is to be someone Sora saves over and over again, which he does in Kingdom Hearts 3, which ends up getting him killed, but it's okay since Kairi's back. The Keyblade Graveyard portion of Kingdom Hearts 3 was pretty cool. You got to see all these different characters interact with each other and have these epic showdowns, but Kairi was just the worst part of it. She contributed nothing to the plot and provided many cringe scenes and made me really just hate her as a character. The only thing she has going for her is her design. All of her designs are good, from Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, all the way up into Kingdom Hearts 3. Wonder what the heck she's gonna look like in Kingdom Hearts 4. I'd say Melody of Memory improved her character a bit, but did it really? For most of the game, she's asleep, and Sora comes to the rescue by turning Kairi into himself? Kinda weird. Kairi had no way of beating Xehanort because, I mean, come on, he's Xehanort. So she needed some sort of comeback factor, but still, Sora somehow gets inside of Kairi's dream to beat up Xehanort. It doesn't really make any sense, but it is kinda cool, I guess. But hey, now they're even. Kairi was inside Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Kairi's inside me?
So he was just repaying the favor. Kairi still sucks though. What are your thoughts on Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 3 and just Kairi in general? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, please give it a like and sub to the channel. Anyways, hope you had a great day. See ya!